Good evening and welcome to tonight's art stream. Sorry we are running a little bit late, but it wouldn't be one of my art streams if everything didn't go to hell 5 minutes before I started streaming. So my PC decided to crash literally as I was setting everything up, so we're here now and that's what matters. Hello to anybody who's here. I can see we have viewers, so it means at least it's working. Sorry that I couldn't do the stream last Sunday. Basically, for the past week, I've just had like non-stop migraines. I don't know why, it's kind of driving me nuts. Shout out to Darlo and Royson, Alex24 in the chat. It is good to have you here. Basically, chill. The plan for today is maybe like a year ago or 2 years ago, back on my old PC, back when Sonic Superstars first came out, I started a fan art of Trip the Sungazer, maybe like a week or something. Actually, no, I think it was like the same week the game came out, because then her like unmasked version got revealed, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna do a fan art of her now, because originally I done one of the very first fan arts of her online with her helmet on. So at the time I was like, okay, I'm gonna do one with no mask. And then literally that week I was watching Sonic Central stream, and at the very end of the stream killed my PC. Like, it literally annihilated my PC. It melted it, and I fully blame the Sonic team for that one. So that was goodbye to that PC. Unfortunately, all of my art was on that PC, and it decided to break both drives at the same time. And back then I took it to a repair shop, and the guy was like, I have no idea why this happened. This isn't normal. Usually just like one drive fails, not both drives at once. So by some weird coincidence, I'd actually saved a copy of this image that I'm going to be working on today. I think it was in my emails, because I think I'd sent it to myself or to someone or something. So by some miracle I managed to save the clip file, so it's still alive. It's very, very old now, unfortunately, and I can see all the... I'm looking at it down here, you can't see it yet. I can see all the flaws in it. It's still kind of cute, but I'll probably do better fan art of her in the future at some point. But I just want to... I feel like I should finish this one, because it's the principle of the thing, you know? It's like I saved her from a completely annihilated PC, so I need to finish it. Who else we got? We've got Recurve, hello! And you know what I do? I changed how the chat works on my screen, and it's kind of confusing for me because everybody's name's in different colors, but sometimes people's names are in, the same people's names are in different colors, so it looks like there's different people in chat. So if I try to shout you out twice, I'm sorry, I'm not crazy. Okay, let's breathe for a second, because okay. We're now going to go to art mode, and we're going to have a nice chill art stream where nothing goes wrong, and we're gonna draw. So let's get back to art mode. Please don't crash, please don't crash. Are we good? We're good. Okay. Here we are. It is Trip the Sungazer. I sometimes catch myself accidentally saying Trip the Stargazer, I don't know why. Sungazer, okay. If you're not familiar with the character, she's the best character, and not purely because she has the same name as me, but because she's cute as hell, so I like her a lot. I just started this so long ago. I can't even remember my layers or anything. I think originally my plan was to do some kind of a cloudy background or something. I had some crazy temporary thing going on here, but instead what I want to do is I want to do a nice sort of background of her maybe walking through Golden Capital. Is it Golden Capital? Yeah. Where there's like the golden trees, and I want it to be like a nice sort of like golden hour sunset going on, and there's going to be like leaves on the ground, sort of like autumn leaves. That's what I want to do. I doubt I'll be managing any of that today, but it's the intention that matters. Okay, so let's see. What I done. Yeah, this was another thing that I was running around with like 5 seconds before the stream. Back when I first drew this, I took a bunch of screenshots of Sonic Superstars, and obviously when my PC died, those screenshots got like deleted as well, and so I had to run into someone's YouTube video and like really quickly take screenshots of someone else's video just to get what the background kind of like looks like, because I needed the reference of the tree, which you can't see right now. There you go. That tree specifically is what I want to draw, because it's shiny and I like shiny things. Yeah, this I'm not actually sure. This here is actually the official hex codes for TRiP. I basically have like concept art of TRiP that I'm not allowed to show, which has her official colours on it. But obviously I'm not allowed to show that, so what I done was I made this instead so I can see all the colours in front of me without going to the artwork. So if you're a TRiP fan and you want her official colours, there you go. Don't ask me how I have this, but yeah, that's what that is. Right. 1 second. I've had a kind of like very nervous past couple of days, so I'm sort of like a bit rattled today. I'm noticing again that the chat is not updating in OBS. Why are you not updating? Why are you not in that chat but you're in the main chat? Who knows? But I can see you in one screen, so it's okay. Okay, right. I'm gonna get drawing now. I'm gonna get colouring. Right, what was I doing? I was putting down her shadows. I was inking. I probably should have actually opened the ref of her actual design. I think that might have helped. Unfortunately, I can't do it right now, so I'm just gonna have to completely wing this from memory. Let's just make it up. Inks? Okay. What was I using? Was I using a pen? I was using a pen, I think. Yeah, I wasn't using a pencil. I was definitely using a pen. Righty. The first like 5 minutes of me opening an old art project are usually me just staring at it thinking, what was I doing? What is this? How do I draw? Yeah, for anyone that missed it on social media, I finished the Riala fan art, and I've been kind of like posting it in the places that I still kind of frequent. I'm still really sad that this image got deleted in the first place, because I was totally like in my flow with it and I was happy how it was turning out. I think this is... Okay, I was using a brush that was too narrow. I mean, I could have been working on the Knight's fan art that I've still not finished tonight. But I was like, no, I'm gonna finish this trip art instead. You know, no pressure. No pressure. Not drawn Sonic characters for ages, no pressure. It's funny though, because now when I look at this, it's like her proportions are like completely way off. I should probably be looking at a ref right now. Actually, since you guys can't see my screen, I will attempt to find a ref of her shoes. This one will do. Okay, this is an official one, so... Okay, so she doesn't have like regular socks, she's got some like a weird top of her boots thing going on. Hey Rob! See, I'm so used to drawing her armored form instead. Her shoes like completely change, so I keep getting them mixed up. And then sometimes you'll see her like wearing half of her armor, so then it's like she'll have her helmet on, but she'll have like her regular clothes on underneath, and it's like, oh, it's confusing, so I have to remember what's what. I want to do more art of her though. It feels like a shame that I've not really had the chance. And the one time I did, my computer literally died. I'm like saving after pretty much every line today because I am so scared that I'll lose this somehow. Oh, I just realised I forgot to press my work timer. Okay, 15 minutes. I'm trying to figure out if I was trying to do that. Or maybe just talking to myself. Could I be using the curved tool? Absolutely, but I have never been that tidy. I like my art to look a little bit freehandy. I'm not really good with like perfect, symmetrical, smooth lines and stuff. I'm just checking the chat, sorry I've not been paying attention. Hello MC Gemstone, nice to see you again. Recurve, do you know the PC that dad just keep the drives? Yeah, I do have the drives, but unfortunately I've had them like not powered for about like 2 years now, so doesn't that mean that the data is gone because the power hasn't been running through them? I got told that it would be like super expensive to have the data retrieved as well, because the guy at the shop's like, yeah, we can send them off to one of our places, but it's going to cost you like £700 or something. So it's like, that's a project for the future. If I can still access my data, that'd be useful, but... Oh, okay, so I thought that flash drives and SSDs and stuff lose their data. It's a solid state drive and a hard drive, like an old hard drive. But yeah, that's good to know. Really? Okay, well, him and his friends were having a laugh at my expense then, because he said that both of the hard drives are fried, like they were non-bootable, they just wouldn't do anything. So I shall keep that in mind. I mean, the thing is, like, it was so long ago now, it's like I'm trying to remember what I even lost. I know that I lost a lot of night stuff, unfortunately. I had, I was in the process of shifting stuff between 2 external backup drives at the time, so I put everything onto my PC to divide them into folders, and then the PC died, so I was like, oh no. Royson's asking, do I like to use vector layers in Clip? I've hardly ever used them, to be honest. Recently I've been asked to like learn vector-based stuff for a project, and I'm kind of like slowly trying to teach myself how to use vector layers in Affinity. because apparently in Clip Studio the layers, vector layers, work very differently, like mathematically, from what's it called? Adobe Illustrator type vector layers. I've got like no real experience with them. I know they're really useful, and as an artist I should absolutely know how to do them by now. I mean, it's kind of ridiculous that I don't by now, to be honest. I mean, I guess text layers kind of count as vector layers if you don't rasterize them. I mean, I think that's about as much as my experience is with them. MC Gemstone is working on zine artwork. I think that's the zine that I was seeing being spoken about on Blue Sky. I was like, oh, I would kind of like really like to do something for it myself, but I'm so busy. It sucks. It's like I want to do lots of fan art. There's so many things as well that I still have never done fan art of that I really care about, you know? It still like boggles my mind. I've never done any One Piece fan art. I've never done any Gravity Falls fan art. I've hardly done any Sonic fan art recently. This is like one of the rare ones. And it's old. Originally I was gonna have this just be really thin lines, but looking back at it, I'm like, I don't know what I was trying to do because thin lines aren't really my thing. So I'm just gonna make the lines a bit more interesting. I'd love to be one of these artists that works with like super thin lines and makes them look good, but because I freehand them, my lines always look kind of shaky. Yeah, that'd be really cool if you could send me some info on trying to retrieve my data. I have like a SATA drive dock somewhere in my cupboard somewhere, but I am scared like to plug it into anything involving my new computer in case there's some sort of virus on it or something sort of like jumps from that to my new PC. To be fair though, my old PC died because it was like 7 or 8 years old. It had only blue screened once and it was full of dust, and that was back when I didn't really care about my PC looking after it too much. And since I got like a glass case PC, now it's like it's on my desk. I dust it every day. I clean out all my folders, and I take such good care of my PC because I'm so scared that like something will happen to it. Yeah, custom brushes are something like you can do in general with Clip Studio, but I know how to do it, but I've just never really got around to it. Like I've seen so many people who do comics say that it's good if you have a bunch of brushes that do repetitive tasks for you in your comic, if you don't want to have to keep redrawing the same thing, like people make custom brushes of spectacles, so they don't have to keep drawing front-facing glasses all the time and stuff like that, which is really clever, you know. Thousand-year data retention, that'd be cool. I hear that like using magnetic, you get like actual, you know, like magnetic tape drives. They're like big cassettes, not like the CD-based ones, but it's like a giant cassette tape. Those are apparently like the best thing you can use for archival purposes. I have no idea the kind of stuff they run on. It's like I recently got DVD burner, and I just need to actually buy DVDs so I can actually make like quadruple backups of everything, because I've got stuff backed up on like cloud drives and external hard drives and this and that offsite and stuff as well, but I need to be extra safe. I always try to think of like everything that could possibly go wrong, like what if this happened, what if that happened, what if like I don't know, the entire internet disappeared. Like I want to still have like a copy of my work. Like it's never a good idea to just have your stuff saved on a cloud drive type thing. Because the next hotness is quantum computing, isn't it? But I doubt that consumers like us will ever get to see it in any of our products, because it's going to all be used for data centers and stuff, unfortunately. It'll be like a billion zillion pounds. I just want the RAM to come back down in price. Hey Super Thunderblade! Thank you for coming along. It's going good, I'm just trying to remember what the hell I was drawing. I was just saying, like, I started this piece of art. Like, what year did Sonic Superstars come out on? I can't even remember now. Like 4 years ago? 3 years ago? It feels like it was like last month or something, but I don't know. I'm basically going through all my folders and trying to find art that was like almost finished but not, and then once I've got all of the art finished that's sort of finished, I'm gonna start doing a bunch of art that I still need to do for other people and stuff, and I'm gonna stream that, so I'm always gonna have something new to be working on for the streams. I have a backlog that is terrifyingly large. Probably why I don't sleep at night. ...2023, and it's... okay, so it's like 3 years ago. Nearly 3 years ago? I don't know, I'm bad at maths. Wow, so I've had this PC for about 2 years now. That's kind of weird to me. Yeah, I want to do gaming streams. I finally have everything set up for that. It's just the past like couple of weeks when I've been streaming, my PC keeps like crashing. when I try to do too many things at once, despite the fact the RAM's okay, so I'm just gonna try and fix that. And then I might actually be able to play Superstars on stream. That'd be nice, because I'm terrible at it, and everybody could just troll me for how bad I am at playing one of my favourite games. Okay, it's telling me a 10-minute break, but I've not been streaming that long, so I'll keep working for another 5, and then I'll have a break. If at any point anybody sees me inking on the wrong layer or like colouring on my flats layer or something, please just shout at me and let me know, because I tend to not realise. I've been so tired recently. I think it's just, well, obviously because I've not been sleeping very well, but I had my first Japanese class on Friday at school, and I was fine. Like, I was absolutely hyper for like the first hour, and then this weird thing happened where I just completely zoned out, and it's just like my brain just went on screensaver mode, and I could hear talking, and I was still kind of writing, but I completely zoned out, and I was just like, oh god, I need Red Bull or something, like stat. Right now I need Red Bull. It's like recently, I have this thing, and I was watching a YouTube video about techniques to help when you have ADHD or you just find it really difficult to focus, and it's called interstitial journaling. And basically, if you have problems focusing on stuff, look it up, because it's helped me so much in the space of like 2 weeks now. You basically, instead of having a to-do list, because I've got so many lists, I love making lists, I make lists for my lists, you know, and you basically write down what you've done, and then underneath you write down what you need to do next. Not like a big task, just something like put laundry on or something, right? And then you write another, you look at the time again and you write down that time when you come back after putting laundry on, and you write down, done the laundry, now I will draw this comic panel, and then and so on and so forth. And it just kind of like works with my brain, because it just gives you a little sort of like dopamine hit where you think, oh, I completed a task, time to do another one. And it's not until I started doing it I realized how unfocused I actually am, because I will forget things within the space of 5 minutes now. Like, I'll tell myself, okay, I have to do this, and then I realized that like 2 hours has passed and I can't remember what it was that I was supposed to have been doing. But now when I look at my little book, it tells me what the last thing was I'm supposed to be doing, so it's actually really, really helpful. I really recommend it. But yeah, I don't know if it's just lack of sleep or getting old, possibly. My memory's not that great right now. Though, I did get like 11 hours sleep yesterday for the first time in like months. Yeah, my old PC, the one that I had for 7 years, it was running on Windows 7, and it was fine for doing art. Well, I say fine, but it done what it needed to do, but not spectacularly. It could only play like 2 games, and I missed out a lot of decent titles because my PC just couldn't run them. And I had to, like, I couldn't play Sonic Frontiers when it came out on my old PC because my graphics card just didn't exist. It was like the onboard card. And I actually bought a Steam Deck when it came out because I couldn't afford to buy an entirely new PC. So I was playing a lot of games on my Steam Deck. And then I kind of only, like, I was quite content to keep using my old PC because I never wanted to upgrade to Windows 11 at all. Like, I still don't like using Windows 11. I mean, really, I would install Linux and dual boot or something, but I just haven't got around to it yet. I would actually prefer to get like a separate PC to put Linux on, because unfortunately there's still like a lot of programs I use that aren't compatible with Linux, unfortunately, yet. But it's getting there. I have hope more and more people are getting pissed off with Microsoft, so it'll happen eventually. But yeah, one thing, I mean, they say that you should always look for like silver linings in bad situations. One thing that happened when my PC broke was that I became a hell of a lot more computer savvy. I took the time to actually like learn and repair and build PC parts and stuff, so it actually done me a favour because now I don't have to ask people as much for help, which is cool. And like, I installed all my own cooling system, I put all my own drives in and stuff, I changed all the fans on my computer, I even repaired my graphics tablet, which was apparently dead, and I brought it back from life. I learned how to do soldering. I found it really interesting, actually. It's something I'd like to do more of, like electronics repair. It's just kind of like a puzzle. It's fun. And it's like so satisfying because after you've done it and it works, it's just like, yeah, I done that. Yeah, XMP is enabled in BIOS. I think I had to because I like overclocked my RAM or something, and I had to enable it because, you know, it doesn't properly work your RAM unless you enable it, from what I remember. I hate when you can see like a dot of something on your art and you can't figure out if it's inks or what is that? What is this? Why is it here? What is this one dot? No, 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 no. Oh, I found it. Still not entirely sure what kind of style I'm going for with this. I think I was trying to do something different, but like I said, I can't remember what I was doing, so just do whatever. You'll notice that I'm not the kind of artist who finishes drawing something and then inks it and then colors it. I will like work on parts of it that I want to. If I hate drawing hands, I'll just draw the feet and stuff, you know? Okay, she doesn't have pointy bits, but you know what? Here, I'm gonna give her them anyway because it looks cool. I like to try and, when I'm doing fan art of characters, I always like to try and give them a sort of personal design touch so that people know it's yours, you know? I think when it comes to doing fan art of like official characters, it's more fun when you try to draw something a little bit different. I think if you just try to like absolutely stick to the canon design, it's not as fun for you as an artist. I mean, I say this as someone who like gave Knights fantastic dazzling long blonde hair for like nearly 30 years, you know. It's sort of like having an art signature. Something else actually, like, 1 second, let me show you something. Something else that I kinda kicked off as well is, you know how you got like Jackal? Oh look, it's Jackal. Ooh. Right. He's got like his neck ruffle. He's got his cape. This is the most ghetto scuffed picture of Jackal ever. Right. Something that I actually like do, and I think I pretty much started, was I'm the idiot who started doing this. So it looks like a grin. That's always, it's supposed to be like 2 eyes and like a bracer thing. So if you ever see any Jackal fan art with that on it, chances are that person probably seen me years ago and thought it was canon and it wasn't. Let's never talk of that Jackal picture again. Have I had a play with Arduino yet? Nope, I have not, but I shall check it out. Yeah, I do like wearables. I love wearable stuff, but apologies to anyone in the chat who disagrees with me, but when it comes to like Google Lens, not Google Lens, what was it called? The glasses and the Meta glasses and stuff. Those piss me off so hard that I just want to punch everyone I see wearing them. Not to be nasty, but I love stuff like watches and shit, and I love like implants and stuff as well, where you can put like your Oyster cards under your skin on your finger, and then you can like tap out at like train stations and stuff. It's like biohacking. I love that shit. Yeah, MT Gemstone, it was supposed to be a smile. It's supposed to be like a grin. Hey Nemoid! I'm still not convinced I'm saying your name correctly. You know what, speaking of like pronunciations and stuff, like when I went to my Japanese class, I discovered that I had been pronouncing something completely wrong the entire time. Like, there's this thing called Romanji, which is basically, I thought Romanji was telling you how to pronounce things, but I mean, you know that R and L in Japanese are supposed to be kind of blended. I thought it was, you're supposed to say R but with a little bit of an L sort of sound to it. But it turns out the reason it says R in the first place is because the people who first made Romanji were apparently Portuguese, and in Portuguese the R already sounds like an L or something like that. So that's why Rari Rure Ro is like R with Romanji, but it's supposed to be Lale Lule Lo. And it's just like, whoa. And the teacher was like, no, you're saying it wrong. And I'm like, shit. I was never really sure like how much you're supposed to pronounce the L noise. I thought like, cause I mean, you don't want to do it too much, but yeah, I'm learning things. And the thing is as well, depending on your original accent, like what your actual native accent is, everybody hears the L and the R's differently depending on where you come from in the world, which is like so crazy. It's like some people think it sounds like R and some people think it sounds like L. I mean, as a Scottish person, I'm supposed to like really roll my R's, but I don't think I do. I'm not like, if I came from further north, I think I might talk more like rah, you know. I'm trying to think of something that begins with R, like I don't go hello rah, you know. That's like a Highlander thing, I think. Yeah. So I need to learn to completely learn how to repronounce the la ra la 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 la. It's kind of difficult. Which kind of sucks because I got asked what my name was and I was trying to pronounce it, and I'm the kind of person who's kind of like shy, right? And a bunch of people misheard my name and I didn't want to like say, oh, that's actually wrong, so these people are just pronouncing my name completely wrong now. Because I was like, yeah, just call me Trippy. And so now people are calling me TP. Which is really funny because isn't TP short for toilet paper? So I'm officially TP now. That's my name. Anyway, I'm gonna get back to drawing. TP. And here we have TP the Sun Gazer on her way to get some TP. Yeah, I don't like that as well. It's like sometimes when you meet new people, you don't really like catch their name. And I should just be like, sorry, can you repeat that? And instead I'll just sort of like be like, oh, okay, that's your name. And then I'll try to avoid ever saying their name again because I didn't get it right the first time. I couldn't remember it. This is why I write things down. This is why I like the internet, actually. When you talk to people online, you know where you stand, but when you're talking to people on the phone, especially the phone actually, or offline, you know, it's so easy to just like do so many like social goofs. I'm very good at social goofs. Oh, that looks bad. This is why I should like use curves, and I don't. Actually, I'm not even going to put that part there. It doesn't need to be there. I'm just going to keep it simple. Okay, Gemstone, I will call you Megan. Nikon or karaoke. Yeah. And the thing is as well, it's like sometimes people will say, yeah, you have to pronounce this way in Japanese. And then when you hear them talking to their friends who also speak Japanese, because they speak so quickly, it's sort of like people don't pronounce things. When people are casually talking, they don't like perfectly pronounce things. Like I don't perfectly pronounce things when I'm talking to like other Scottish people. Like you tend to just like blur your words together more. So it's really difficult. Like if you're speaking like, you know, like the Queen's English, then it's going to sound very like prim and proper, but people don't really talk like that, you know? People just talk casually, like fast. But something that actually I learned on Friday was that you know how Japanese people use the san prefix or whatever it is at the end of people's names. Because of playing Shenmue back in the day, you know, you've got like Ine-san and Fuku-san. Okay, I thought like they were technically family members, so I presumed that Japanese people would put san after their family members' names, just talking casually. But it turns out that like most modern families don't put san when it comes to talking to their like really super close family and even their children sometimes. And I was like, oh, and I was like thinking about it, I was like, hang on a second. Ryo Hazuki didn't have siblings. Fuku-san technically wasn't his brother. He was like some guy. Just some guy that was adopted by his dad. And Ine-san was his housekeeper. So maybe that's why they still use san, I'm not sure. Yeah, Shenmue. I like Shenmue. Yeah, English is my native language and I still have to ask people to repeat, but I just get too embarrassed to ask people to repeat, so I just pretend I've heard people. So it doesn't help as well, so I actually have like a hearing problem, so which I still haven't had fixed, unfortunately. So I kind of just have to like lip read quite a lot when I'm in public, which is kind of embarrassing for me, but I'm just kind of like getting on with it. Well, it's great because I've actually discovered that because my hearing is so messed up, because I can lip read so well now, I can actually watch YouTube videos with the sound off and actually tell what people are saying. So I can like watch YouTube videos like a ninja, it's great. Or I can look across the room and tell what people are saying like across from me. Yeah, Shenmue was such a cool game. I just love the fact that like the weather was different sometimes and the snow was different, and I loved going to the the Dockland area and driving the forklifts and stuff and doing all the stuff that would be like normally kind of boring in real life, but because you're playing it in a game, it was like super exciting. Ryo Hazuki and his I see. And what was the other thing he used to do? Maybe I should get another. And he just kept saying it over and over and over again, and he would do this thing where he would get like some object out of the gacha machine and just do this for like 4 hours as you're trying to collect like the entire set of like gacha stuff. You know, I've still not completed Shenmue 3. I backed the Kickstarter and stuff, and Digi actually got his character in the gacha machines. He got Val put in there, but I've still not actually like got out of the initial area. I can't remember why. I had to stop playing it. It's probably because my old PC. I think I got it on. I think I have it on Steam, or maybe I had it on Xbox or whatever it was that I backed it with. Can't remember anymore. I don't know, like Shenmue 3, as much as I love Shenmue 1 and 2, Shenmue 3 kind of like really annoyed me. The first, like, you know how, like, I don't want to ruin it for anyone who's not played it, but it's been a long time, so I'm guessing that I can talk about spoilers now, but Shenmue 2, the end of Shenmue 2 was so like weird and cool and just like exciting. You're like, holy shit, what's going on? There's like magic happening in the game now. There's like floating swords and fire and all this crap, right? And I thought, for all, I know that everyone's got their own headcanons and stuff, but I thought for years that there'd be some sort of time travel element involved or something, right? And that now that he's gone into the cave at the end, it was gonna like show him some like past version of like generations ago when the same kind of situation repeated, and it's to do with like how you shouldn't seek revenge because it's always going to end in like tragedy or whatever. And I was like, okay, so he's going to try and break the cycle or whatever. And then it's like Shenmue 3 starts and then they just walk out the cave like nothing happened, and it's like Rio was just in there like tripping balls, seeing like crazy magical shit going on, and it just acted like nothing happened. And what's her name again? The girl, not Nozomi, that's his his girlfriend that he left behind in Japan. Shenhua? Is it Shenhua? I know that the tree's called Shenmue. I thought that was called... Yeah, Shenhua is the girl. She's, like, not really that bothered either. But I thought it was really cool when you're walking down towards the village and there's all the flowers on the fields and stuff. I thought that was gorgeous. I loved that. And I got up to the part where you're having to fight some guys who come to the village. And I think that's where I bailed on it, and it was probably because of my computer, to be honest. I do want to actually play for it at some point. I feel bad that I haven't. I mean, the entire Kickstarter was not handled well, but I mean, it was a learning curve. I mean, I guess they'd never done it before. But I remember when the Kickstarter went live, after the announcement on stage, and it like broke Kickstarter. It was so popular. It's like it was going up so fast that the donation counter was like glitching out, and you couldn't actually read how much money was happening. It's crazy. Yeah, Kickstarter wasn't even huge back then, you know? That still absolutely like floored me when all the stuff happened on stage. I was just like, no way. Like, Yosuzuki came out on stage and was like, hey. that was crazy. I think it was straight after the Final Fantasy VII announcement as well, and at that point, like, Digi was having like a religious experience to himself, and he was like screaming and stuff about Final Fantasy VII Remake, and then straight after Shenmue 3, and I was like, what? And then it was me having the fully religious experience because, you know, it's like one of my favourite games of all time. I love Shenmue. Yeah, see, I'm not the only one who hasn't like started it or completed it, and I think it's because I have to play the original 2 again, because it's been obviously such a long time. I feel like I'm not fully appreciating it enough. Uh-oh, did I just ink on my layer that I wasn't supposed to? Well, I'll never know. Oh well. Inks. I think I'm gonna do like blended shadows with this. I was originally gonna try and do like a cell shaded type deal, but nah, I'm not feeling that. I want to make it look softer because I want to have her walking through trees and stuff, and it's gonna look nice. Okay, I'm having a 5-minute break, 5-minute rest, so I'm putting that on and I'll go back to chat mode. Let's have a chat. I got into Shenmue after reading, I think it was like the official Dreamcast magazine, back at the time, and it was showing like how you could open drawers and stuff and all this crazy shit, and I was like, oh, this is like a really futuristic type JRPG. This is so cool, and I love the fact that you wouldn't have the same experience as someone else because of the weather. And then like they dumped a bunch of extra stuff on the last disc that kind of like felt like it could have been included in one of the other CDs, but it wasn't. I played Shenmue 1 to death. Shenmue 2 I love as well, but I played it less because it was more difficult than Shenmue 1. The part where you're in Kowloon and you're having to fight the henchmen to do something, I can't remember what, it's like always just to kick my ass. And the part as well where you're trying to climb up the there's like a building, you're in a high rise and you're having to walk across floorboards to get to the other side, and like all these QTEs keep happening and it's just like ah. So yeah, I played it considerably less, but I still love it. Like Ren is such a good character as well. Ren is fabulous. One of my friends, Jessica, was particularly fond of Ren. I liked Goro from the first game. Goro was brilliant. He was such a fun character. I'm trying to read the chat. The small chat is harder to read because of the font. I might actually change the font in chat eventually because it's kind of difficult to read. Yeah, I've not played Freedom Planet. I kind of want to at some point. So I know it was made by people who were like Sonic fans. Yeah, I mean, when it comes to remasters of things, I'm also happy that I was lucky enough to be around to play the originals, because sometimes the remakes of stuff hit the mark and sometimes they don't. I think I seem to recall disliking the Guardian Heroes remake. I think it was on like the Xbox or something, because they'd done that thing where they took like pixel art and they'd done that, like they made all of the pixels just like blob together and be like, oh yeah, we've redrawn the sprites, and it just looked kind of like messy. I don't really see that as upscaling stuff. It just pixel art is its own art, you know. They shouldn't try to make it anything more fancy than it already is, because pixel art is already brilliant. I think that's what put me off it. And I don't know as well, like, I don't know if you've even played Guardian Heroes, but the intro to Guardian Heroes always was like so good on the Saturn, because you'd be playing it on a big like CRT TV, and it'd be like full screen. The animation was full screen, so you couldn't really see all the imperfections in it. And then when they ported it, they made it like really like small, and it just looked a little bit jank. I don't know why. It's unfortunate, but I've not played it for ages, so maybe I'm just remembering it wrong. Yeah, I feel like SEGA made a lot of like games that led to huge genres of stuff that really took off, and like the same with just putting like a modem on their games console as well. I mean, I know that the Saturn had a modem, but they always start stuff and then other people take that thing and then run with it. It's kind of frustrating, you know. It was like ahead of their time. See you, Recurve! Thanks for coming along. I still got to reply to your email. I told you I was slow. Everybody here can attest for my slowness. I'm sorry. Yeah, actually, I used to write the QTE events on paper as well. It's a good way to cheat. Okay, let's get back to art. It's only 10:15. This is so weird. It's because this is usually like the time I start my streams, but because of last week, because we didn't have a stream last week, I was like, okay, let's make this a longer stream. I have no idea if I'll actually like last until 12 o'clock. We can but hope. Oops. That's me trying to ink with the eraser. Yeah, I'm a big fan of quality of life stuff, it has to be said, because some games annoyed the hell out of me, like the original versions. Like I used to love playing Golden Sun, and I think there's a part at the very end boss where if you die you have to button mash your way through all of this text again before you can actually fight the boss. There was no way to skip it, I remember. So when games give you the ability to like skip text or change it so that you don't have to hit buttons so much and stuff as well, that's really good. I'm also kind of a fan of being able to save wherever you left off. I know that a lot of people consider that to be like cheap, but sometimes you just have to stop a game, and it's not because you've given up on it, it's because you have to like go do something, you know. It's like real life exists and you have to like drop what you're doing, and having to redo something because you couldn't find a save point in time is such a pain in the ass. You know, I've never actually played Kingdom Hearts. I feel like I've missed something important. It's like, I know that like Kingdom Hearts is notorious for having a really confusing storyline. My knowledge of Kingdom Hearts is, oh look, it's Mickey Mouse looking goth in a hoodie. That's my knowledge of Kingdom Hearts. And the fact that everyone's got really big feet. Giant shoes. The first convention that I ever went to in Scotland, Okinawa, someone was cosplaying as one of the human characters, and they actually made the like to scale size shoes. And at one point they were running down the convention hall, and it was like somebody put the Benny Hill music on and they were just running with these giant shoes, and that's my experience of Kingdom Hearts. I think it'd be kind of fun actually. Like, there's a lot of games I've never played, like big stuff that I've missed out on entirely just because I didn't have the time or whatever. And everyone else has played them. Everyone knows, like Final Fantasy VII. I've played like 10 minutes of Final Fantasy VII, and that was recently as well, on the Steam Deck. It'd be kind of fun if I do gaming streams where I get to experience those things for the first time, and everybody gets to witness the the horror of me experiencing Aerith getting shanked for the first time. I should probably draw her hands at some point. Nah. Everyone keeps telling me that I should play the original FF7 and then play remake so I can appreciate the glow up, because otherwise I'm not going to get half as excited if I don't understand the references and stuff. My experience with Final Fantasy 7 specifically is that one of my exes really liked Sephiroth, and my only knowledge of Sephiroth comes from him. And then years later, all of my knowledge of Tifa comes from Digi. I wonder why. And I know that but one of my friends is a Cloud cosplayer, a very good Cloud cosplayer, and I feel like I should give the game a chance. And the one other thing as well is that at the very first anime convention I went to, where I was actually no, the second one, I was selling Engelbaum, the pilot issue. Someone came up to me and said that Imagine on the front cover just looked like Sephiroth, and I was like, what? I was like, no! I don't know how. I guess it was the hair. And so I feel like I need to draw like a mashup of Imagine and Sephiroth at some point. Imagine Roth. Seth Imagine. Devil May Cry is a game that I used to really like watching. Sorry, losing my voice. A game that I used to really like watching people play, but I was quite bad at. I really liked the story. I loved the stylization. I loved the action, the animation. I think Dante's cool. I've not played it in years. I mean, the next closest thing I got to that was Bayonetta, which I'm also not particularly great at, but I do love. I just love games that are like completely over the top and just do more than they need to, you know? I love games like that. It's like you can tell like so much effort and passion went into it. Yeah, Bayonetta was so good. The first game was brilliant. I mean, I don't even think there needed to be a sequel, to be honest. The sequel was good. Third game, not so much, but the first two games were brilliant. The thing that I loved about Bayonetta 1 is you thought that the game had done enough. Like, you thought, okay, it can't possibly get any better than this, and it just kept one-upping itself. And it just kept doing more and more just crazy funny stuff, and you were just like, what? Especially just like the end of Bayonetta as well. You just think it's already peaked and it just keeps getting more and more just crazy. I love that game. I still remember seeing the trailers for Bayonetta at the cinema when it was first coming out. And it was like around the time that Journey of Dreams got announced, because I remember two of the forum members went to Gamescom or something, and they wanted to see Journey of Dreams, but they also got a chance to check out Bayonetta at the time, and that was the first time I heard about Bayonetta. I think it got revealed there actually. I think it was just like details. Panzergoon Saga, I love Panzergoon Saga. I've not played that for years either. I can't remember where I put the the CD, which isn't CDs. 3 of them, 4 of them, 3 of them, I think. I just remembered actually, didn't like one of the magazines here in the UK give away the first disc for free? I think it was like Saturn magazine. I don't think that was Panzergoon Zwei. I think it was Saga where you got the first disc. And obviously the value of the full game has like gone up insanely. I would never, if I was to find it somewhere, wherever it is in this house, I wouldn't sell it anyway. It's just I like being able to say I have Panzergoon Saga. Hey Ed! Yeah, Trip the Sungazer. The Will of Trip. Hey Salty! So happy to see you too. Love you too. Nier is a game I've not played, and I really like the look of it, but I kind of just missed it when it came out, to be honest. All I know is that like the main character has a lot of hentai drawn of her. That's literally like all I know. And the art style is really nice. These are the things I know about Nier Automata. And the music's nice as well, from what I've heard of it. See, I've got so many games that I need to play and experience with you guys on stream. Because I'm like going in blind with a lot of them. Like I can tell you though that I tried to I started trying to buy like hype games, like games that all the big gamers were playing when I finally got a PC that I could run games on that had like high graphic settings. I bought Elden Ring, and I've never played that type of game before, and I couldn't even get past like the first area. I suck so much at it, and it was just driving me nuts. And it was like, if I was to play something like that on stream, everybody would leave like within the first 5 minutes because I just keep reloading and redoing it and making the same mistakes over and over again. And I know the point of games like that is that you're supposed to strategize and you get killed and then you go back, and it's kind of like Hades or whatever the hell it's called. You got to die and then go back and then get better, get good. But I did not get good. I got worse, and then I just get frustrated and I turn the game off. So I'm going to be playing games that are sort of like a little bit more forgiving. I mean, I'm not going to be up here playing Animal Crossing and falling asleep or anything, but I want to play games that give me are challenging and fun for you people to actually enjoy watching me fail at. Honestly, I spent more time in the character creator than I did in the actual game, being alive. This is the way. I kind of want to play Monster Hunter for the character creator alone. Resident Evil, I love Resident Evil. I still remember getting the very first Resident Evil on the Saturn. It was the original live action intro, which the other version didn't have from what I remember. Barry Burton, the man, the legend. Get the chopper. Saros, I keep seeing adverts for recently. It looks pretty nice. Yeah, my backlog is nuts. Actually, my backlog is nuts and embarrassing because Ed, wonderful Ed, bought me Persona like 2 Christmases ago or something, and I still not had an actual chance to sit down and play Persona, and I know that I will enjoy Persona a lot, so I need to, maybe I'll play that on stream, maybe stream even. Stream? Bleh. I should play Persona 3. Because I've not played any Persona games before. But Digi told me that Persona is a kind of game where you've got to put a lot of effort into it because you have to like really know what you're doing at all times in terms of like times of day and stuff, or you'll miss things. I mean, I'm not much of like a completionist when it comes to games. I don't really care that much about achievements and stuff, but I do like to get endings that don't suck. mean, my goal when playing a game is to just like have fun and find cool things. I don't really care much about being better than anyone else or whatever. I mean, I just like exploring in games. I love games where you can just walk and walk and walk. I love No Man's Sky for that reason. I probably should have played Death Stranding, that literal walking simulator. I'm just checking up on chat because it's like I keep looking down and then chat's going fast. Hey folks, Steve! Hello! Hello, new person that I haven't seen before. Thank you for coming to my stream. It's appreciated. I'm supposed to be drawing and instead I'm just like waxing lyrical about games. No Man's Sky is actually the game that I probably have the most hours on right now. I've got like 500 hours or 600 hours or something, but that's not even, I've not really been playing it that much, to be honest. It's just that I've played it across different consoles and stuff. Nah, that looks bad. Erase. Nope. Yeah, fun should be essential and lockable. I keep seeing people play that game that's like old now called Getting Over It, where you're like in the pot and you've got a pickaxe and you're trying to get over hills and stuff and you fall all the way back down the bottom again. That kind of thing just drives me nuts. I've got no patience when it comes to stuff like that. I hate repeating things in games. Another game that I completely missed out on, but I actually own, because Digi got so annoyed with the fact that I hadn't played it yet. He bought me the Mass Effect trilogy, and I've still not played Mass Effect. I know that's another game that I completely missed out on. Maybe I'll play that on stream. I pretty much know a lot about Mass Effect purely down to the fact that all my friends were like really into it. I've seen so much fan art. I say fan art of Garrus. He was a favourite of quite a few friends of mine. Hey Sean! I didn't see you there either. I'm just noticing people. I'm a bit slow, as usual. We are getting there. It doesn't look like I've done much, but I feel like I have. She has shoes now. Yeah, another thing that I do with my fan art of Trip is that her unmasked version, I give her like gauntlet style wristbands because I like them being pointy at one side. I think that's the thing I do with like all the characters I draw. I always make stuff on their arms point upwards. I've just got this like weird 80s obsession where everyone's got like pointy shoulder pads and stuff. I was I was born in the 80s. That's how it goes. I really kind of wish shoulder pads would make a comeback. That's something fashion-wise that hasn't really had a comeback. Okay, I'm gonna have a break for 5 minutes. Yeah, fan art. Yeah, everyone's like I can't say I'm like hugely knowledgeable about Star Fox, but the past, was it like a couple of days ago or a day ago or something, the new game got announced and people are comparing Falco to Garrus. He's got the like the the Tumblr sexy man mod going on. I can see the appeal. I've seen a lot of Falco fan art over the years as well, which has been quite interesting. That's my my main knowledge of Falco is from the very large renditions of him toppling buildings over for some reason. I'm not entirely sure what that's about, but it's popular online, I've heard. Thank you. This is... It feels like this style of art that I'm doing for Trip doesn't really match what I usually do, but I'm trying to just finish what I started, and then I'll probably draw another picture of her looking way better. Yeah, I feel like I should be using this as a ref because this came out like months later. Well, she has like half of her helmet on. Mine's just got an absolutely massive head. She's got like gigantic head. Huge spam. But yeah, I wanna like I've done with the Riala fan art. I made it very shiny. I kind of want to make this really shiny as well. All the gold parts on her, I want to be like really nice shiny gold. Because I want the tree and stuff in the background, I'm gonna have these trees dropping leaves. That nearly rhymed. These trees dropping leaves in the background, and it's gonna be like she's kicking up gold leaves. That's what I want it to be. I don't know if I'll have the patience to actually do like a proper background, like where is it at? The actual background. I need proper refs. I didn't actually make any decent refs today before I started the stream, unfortunately. So I'm just going to be focusing on drawing her. See you, Thunderblade! Thank you for coming along. I appreciate it very much. It's always nice to chat with my friends I only ever get to see on Blue Sky and stuff these days. The time is 10:45 PM. What have you all been up to today? Anything exciting? Did you have nice weather? Because we didn't. I wanted to go back to the gym today and I couldn't because the weather was horrible. I feel like I've been pushed downstairs for some reason. Maybe I've got the flu, I don't know, but yeah, that was my day. Was spent trying to figure out how to do YouTube chat moderation commands that don't work. And I was just doing a bunch of tidying up stuff on my computer. That was my morning. Oh, you're reading my comic. Thank you! Everybody reads my comic! Look, look, look! Everybody reads my comic! There you go, you can this way. You can check it out at this handy link that I've just spammed you with in chat. Shut up, alarm clock. Shush. Right. I have no idea if that link actually takes you to my comic. I would hope so, because I spent like an hour trying to make that even exist on my Stream Deck. Okay, back to work. Yeah, everyone should draw. If my comic ever inspires you to do anything, let it be that you draw, because that is the point of it. Yeah, read my comic. That's not a request, that's a demand. That's an order, read it. You don't get to come back into this chat until you've read my entire comic. Salty Smooth has read Engelbaum several times. Good. As it should be. I've read it a few times too. I actually spend more time reading my comic than working on my comic. It's actually a trap, because the more pages you do of your own comic, you end up having more to reread. And sometimes you'll need to go back and read it because you're trying to check something, but then you get stuck in the cycle of always just reading your comic. And then you start noticing stuff you don't like it anymore, and you're like, no, focus. What comic were you reading, if you weren't reading mine? Oh, you're reading Sonic the Comic. Okay, that's fine. That's acceptable. We allow that. I need to go back and read all my Sonic the Comics. All of my Fleetway comics are currently in a giant box under the bed, and they're mixed with Digi's copies. So there's kind of like tons of doublers because it's like 2 collections put together. But I never managed to complete my collection because I've not actually finished reading the entire comic, believe it or not. I missed out finishing it back in the day because my newsagent stockist stopped stocking it, and as a child I was very upset. Salty Smooth loves my art. Thank you for loving my art. I appreciate it. It's good to know that people like my art, because some days I don't like my art. Like right now I'm not liking these hands, but I'm just gonna skip that negativity and stop putting myself down because I did that too much, and I am gonna just focus on getting this done. It doesn't need to be perfect, it just needs to be done. One thing I remember about, well, I remember a lot of things about Sonic the Comic, but the Fleetway. I remember there was this one issue that was done on recycled paper, and the texture of the comic was completely different from all the other issues, and it was really weird. Because I like the shiny paper. Ooh. you have a library in your house. You're so lucky. I would love to have just like multiple bookshelves where I could put all my like different art books and my comics, graphic novels, all of that. I'd love to just like have them in proper order. But right now, all of our books are kind of like smushed into different shelves. I've done this thing as well. I'm one of these weirdos that likes to arrange books on a shelf in rainbow color order just to make the shelf look nice, and now I'm kind of regretting doing that. So it's been like that for a long time. So all my books are out of order. I've got like my Scott Pilgrim books are all jumbled up between like Death Note books, Empowered, what's that guy's name? The guy who does the making comics, Scott something, his books. I've got a lot of like indie comics as well that I've bought from conventions and stuff over the years. Yeah. I wish Sonic the Comic could survive for a lot longer. I was always harassing them to do a Knights comic. I remember when Sonic the Comic started, and it was different games, it wasn't just Sonic stuff. I always felt like they should have had like a Sonic comic and a SEGA comic as two separate things, because I did enjoy like Sparkster and stuff, but it felt like the comics all needed more pages, you know, like more breathing room to tell more of their stories. Like there was the Streets of Rage comic that was written by Mark Miller, I think. I remember Mark Miller once complimented Engelbaum on Twitter. That was like crazy for me. And he ended up writing like Kick-Ass and Spider-Man stuff, and I'm like, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, Echo, I never really played the games, but I remember the artwork for the comic strip was gorgeous, and it was really kind of eerie in the same sort of way that the game was, to be honest. Echo had this like really weird ambience to it. It was a little bit creepy when I was a kid. I think there's a lot of people who thought that Echo was actually kind of creepy. I remember one of the most like peak things was issue 100, when they had one story that ran across the entire comic, and it was all joined together but by different artists. I loved that so much, it was so cool. I think my favorite stories in Sonic the Comic were probably when Chaotix first got introduced, and wasn't Knack with them. Fang was originally with Chaotix in Fleetway. and the Omniviewer, and I remember when I was a kid, I copied that picture of them all jumping out the Omniviewer, and I think like Knuckles is in the foreground looking at them. It was like one of Richard Elson's like best pieces of artwork. I loved that. I copied it so many times when I was a kid. And the Brotherhood of Metallic stuff was amazing as well. And I really hope that when the Sonic 4 movie comes out, it kind of like touches on like even slightly how cool like the Fleetway thing was with all the Metal Sonics. I'm still gonna call Metal Sonic Metallics because to me Metallics was Metal Sonic's name. You know, it's like proper name. Where did the whole Metallics thing even come from? Like, was it Fleetway that named Metal Sonic Metallics? Or was it something that they got from like a concept, like an official thing? It's not something that I'd actually thought about until just now. I think as well, like other like amazing parts, like when Supersonic like on Supersonics and he's just like laughing maniacally to himself and he turns back into regular Vanilla Sonic and he realizes that like he's really messed up and he thinks he's like killed all his friends and stuff. That's like dark. That was like one of the the top Fleetway Sonic the Comic moments. I remember reading that when I was like 15 or something and being like, holy shit, this is so good. Yay! New subscriber! Hello Mixtral Taboo. Nice to have you here, new subscriber. You're also the first person who set off my little alert box, so it's good to know that it works. Thank you so much. It's good to know that things work. I think as well, like, there's the part where Sonic goes to Mobius. I think it's Mobius, it's not Little Planet, I think he's on Mobius, but it's like, he goes there and it's all been completely roboticized. And the Metal Sonics have like taken it over and stuff. That was so cool. Or was it Chaotix? It was either Sonic or Chaotix, or maybe Sonic was with Chaotix. I can't remember. It was literally years ago that I read it, but and they come across Kintabor just hiding in the sewers. Yeah, sorry Mixtral, I have chat set to be 5-minute subscribes to stop spammers. It's like, if anyone's gonna spam me, have the courtesy to subscribe. Boost my numbers before you spam me, you know? See you, Salty Smooth. Thank you for coming along. I appreciate it. I know I say I appreciate things a lot, but no, I genuinely appreciate it. Thank you so much. You should go back to work, but also read Engelbaum some more. Here's a link, just in case you forgot and you lost your way to my comic on your way to work. You should read it some more. There you go. Oh, thank you for liking my art. It's a really old piece of trip art. Like I said, this is like when the game first came out and my PC crashed and I didn't get to finish her, but I would draw her completely different now. I'm just kind of like trying to get this done. So I could fuss over drawing her hands a million times and stuff because I know they look really jank right now, but I just want to get it done. I'm trying to stop being a perfectionist and just finish things. Actually, I am going to be a perfectionist and I am going to redraw her hand here because it looks rubbish. Let's redraw this. Right. I don't normally do any actual drawing on stream, and it's usually because I'm super fussy and I redraw things a million times. I hope you're all strapped in for some really exciting redrawing this hand 1 million times action. I hate drawing hands, like, despise it. I used to actually be like good at drawing hands, like Sonic hands specifically, when when I was a kid. No, just like I've drawn. You know what it is? Like when I draw Engelbaum, all the characters have got like big monster hands, and when I have to draw either human hands or Sonic hands, it's difficult for me because the proportions are completely different. Like, I'm so used to drawing hands that are like this type thing, like big clawed hands and stuff. I can draw monster hands. Too small. Thank God for resize. I could absolutely just like copy paste, flip her other hand, but nah. The general mood right now. Yeah, I'm kind of like too experienced in drawing the gigantic monster yaoi hands. They're basically like evolved yaoi hands. They're like bigger than a person, giant hands. I think originally I wanted Trip to be holding something, and I can't even remember what it was that I originally wanted her to be holding. I think she was going to be holding a gold ring. Maybe I should draw. Actually, you know what? No. If I'm going to ever do that, I'll do it in another picture. I'm not going to do it. Not today. This was just like a can I actually draw Trip without her stuff on picture that I started a really long time ago, so it's not supposed to be fabulous. I really like this track by Opus. It reminds me of one of the No Man's Sky tracks it plays. If you like the music that's been playing through the stream, be sure to check out the links in the description below for Opus's YouTube channel and Bandcamp page. His music is brilliant, I love it. I'm so tired that I don't know if you can see these shapes here on the background. It's supposed to be grass, but I'm actually so tired. For a second I was looking at my tablet and I thought I'd scratched my tablet screen. Oh dear. I have actually had coffee today. I had coffee this morning, but it clearly wasn't enough. I know I've been like streaming for about 2 months, 3 months now, but I'm still like in the process of setting up all of my YouTube stuff to actually stream properly, and I'm so nearly done. So nearly done. But I'm also, after I finished setting everything up on the like technical side of YouTube, I'm gonna start trying to do the Twitch side stuff, because it'd be cool to do like dual streams. See you, Steve! Thank you for coming along. It was good to have you here. I've said this before, but it's just kind of annoying how YouTube has the ability to stream, to do like live streams and have live chats just like Twitch, but there's so many things that YouTube is lacking in terms of UI stuff and useful things for streamers. I mean, if they want people to jump from Twitch, they should really like make a bit of a better effort to actually make it easy to do things on YouTube when you're trying to stream. like having to every time you stream, having to copy cut paste your chat URL to paste back into OBS and stuff just to get your chat to show on your stream is so stupid. Right, so I'm going to have a 5-minute break. Ooh. Where I get to sit and stare at my art and see all the problems with it. I'm probably going to change the colour of the shading. It's making, because I've used blue, it's making the yellows look kind of green, at least on my screen anyway. My monitor and my tablet have two completely different colour profiles, I swear, and what looks really like vibrant and yellow on one screen will look kind of like green and blue on my other screen. And there are like things you can buy that like match your colours perfectly and stuff, but they're like £800 for this one little thing that you click on your screen and it tells you the colours. It's kind of annoying. I just remembered I need to test something. Let me see. I had to do a bunch of buttons earlier, so I'm just going to press them all and see what happens. Sorry for the spam, I just need to test this because I can't actually test this offline. That's another great thing that YouTube does. It doesn't let you see your chat until you're live, which is kind of annoying. Originally these were emojis, but my live chat doesn't like actually showing emotes for some reason, so I had to swap them. Equipment. And comic. Okay, I'm gonna stop spamming my own chat now. Yeah, right now I'm working on the fan art section to show for streams. I've got like half of it done, but I just need to like glaze all the art. I need to like properly put all the artist names and stuff as well. Yeah, speaking about Sonic the Comic, it's kind of got me like really nostalgic to go read them all again. When I was growing up, those were like my favorite things ever. And I remember you would get like some really sort of like weird free gifts on the front of them sometimes. Usually there's like, you know, like kids magazines have like lots of plastic tat, like they used to have lots of plastic tat back in the day because it wasn't like banned. I think they stopped up putting plastic stuff on kids magazines, comics and stuff. I remember there was this like thing that you tie on your shoelaces or something, and it was blue and had like silver Sonic stuff printed on it. I remember that. I remember the Chewits. Everybody in the UK remembers when they got a free packet of Chewits on the front of Sonic the Comic. And there was also one where it was like a scratch and sniff sticker that smelled of cheese and onion, and it was just like Sonic shoes, and it was like, that's really gross. That was like one of the things I remember. Yeah, I wanted to work for them as well, and I always used to send them letters and stuff saying, oh, when I'm older, can I do art for your comic and stuff. And unfortunately they shut down before I got the chance to do that, which sucks. I think what I really loved about Sonic the Comic, like Fleetway, was that it didn't treat its readers like idiots, you know? It's like, it had really good storylines, the art was amazing, like they didn't dumb it down because it was for children. They actually put like proper effort into it. They didn't have to do like big impressive backgrounds and like art that looked like it would have been in 2000 AD instead. Like for older readers, like they really cared about the comic, and that the stories were brilliant, and the world building was brilliant, and it was just really nice. Really good comic. And the fact that like people still care about it today and go to conventions, and there's the fan continuations and stuff as well, like it really shows you how like important Sonic the Comic was to the UK. I wish, right, and it's something that annoys the hell out of me that it hasn't been done, is that I just wanted them to release Fleetway collection graphic novels where it was all just a collection of the comics reprinted in hardcover or something. And I know that they probably can't because of licensing, but that would have been so good. It's a shame because having to rely on the actual physical comics, which are going to get more and more damaged over time, really sucks. And I know that there's like scans out there, but I just wanna, I want to own new, nice printed stuff, you know? Because I love what they do with IDW Sonic, because I don't buy the single IDW Sonic comics, I wait for the giant collection books to come out that are like 60 quid each once a year, and I get those instead. But I wish that Fleetway had the same treatment, to be honest. 15 minutes. Let's do more of this. Right, I'm gonna start messing around with the shading. Yeah, I said I was gonna change the color of this shading. I still don't like her hands. I'm not gonna complain. Right. Maybe I'll try changing this. Yeah, that's better. What you mean, like, if they have the original comic pages? Unfortunately, a lot of the artists over the years have been selling the original pages. Like I've got one myself. I own one of Nigel Dobbin's Knuckles pages. The one where Knuckles is wearing a poncho and he's walking through the sand. I think like most of Nigel's art was like bought at Summer Sonic conventions. I know a lot of people who have Richard Elson's artwork as well. I mean, it'd be pretty cool if like everyone could be contacted to rescan stuff like professional quality, but a lot of it's probably been damaged over the years as well, unfortunately. Like back then, I imagine things were stored differently. Like I would hope somewhere that there was like a CD or something with all the stuff originally on it. It's just kind of depressing. It's like Sonic the Comic Fleetway was like iconic, and it just deserved better than it got, you know? It started so many artists' careers as well. Yeah, it's true actually. It would be a hell of a lot cheaper than buying single issues. Hey Kevin! How are you? Last time I seen you was at the convention, and I think I like jump scared you. I think I just stood there screaming, what at you for like 5 minutes. Nice to see you. I'm doing well. I'm drawing. I'm trying to do fun, nice, distracting things with my life. I hope you're doing well too. I hate to be a YouTube shill when I say this, but if you're lurking and you would like to chat, feel free to subscribe, and then after 5 minutes you can talk and chat. And also, if you're enjoying my stream, don't forget to slap up that like button and other such YouTube cliches that they tell you to do. Literally just because the algorithm, it helps the algorithm. More people will see my stuff if people like my videos. I mean, personally with YouTube, I think the algorithm's a massive joke anyway. It doesn't matter how much you dance for the algorithm, they'll change it the next week and then nothing will work anymore. So I'm not going to put that much effort into caring about things like analytics and stuff with this channel. I'm literally just going to do art streams, have fun talking to my friends, just be like sincere and not try to like upsell stuff constantly. If you want to join my Patreon, join my Patreon. If you want to tip me, tip me. If you want to just lurk, lurk. It's all good. I'm here to get art done. And to hang out with my friends. Because like I said before, drawing on stream is actually really good for my focus. It might not seem like it because I'm constantly like yapping, but I'm being kind of like forced to sit still. Like normally I'd be walking around or browsing social media like every other minute. I didn't even know that you were going to that convention. That's why I was like so surprised when I seen you. I was like, what? I had not heard of this. See, because I haven't done the background yet, I'm not quite entirely sure where the light sourcing is coming from. I mean, I really should. I think it's coming from like this general direction. So that means this side will be lighter, okay. I probably should have been paying attention to that, but I didn't. Yeah, like I'm saying earlier, I know I'm not following TRiP's like 100% canon design, but I kind of like how her concept art looked, where she was wearing like armor, like different armor than she actually wears. So when I draw her, I try to incorporate some of that more sort of like segmented type classic armor look on her. Yeah, I like all the cozy little livestream chats as well. I don't think I could ever be one of these YouTubers who's like constantly hype and screaming and jumping around out their chair and stuff. That's not really my style. I just like to draw and talk random chat as it comes to me. I actually used to do art streaming years ago, like before YouTube even done streaming, I think. Like I used to use Picarto. I can't remember why I stopped using Picarto. Lurking is cool. I don't mind. I lurk everywhere as well. Seriously, like, I think it's I like lurking because when I interact with people, I feel like I have to keep talking more and more and more and more, and then it kind of it stresses me out because I don't like letting people down when I can't talk. So I tend to lurk because it's easier to like silently enjoy what people are doing. Like, I keep getting told, actually, recently that there was a lot of people who used to go to my old Knights forums, and they never, like, once interacted with anyone or made any posts or anything, but they would go to the forums and read them and just lurk. And that's really cool to me because I hadn't really considered that there are probably a whole ton of people out there who used to visit my site but weren't like active on it. Five-minute break. Yeah, for anyone that doesn't know, the convention that I'm talking about, that I bumped into Kevin, who is AA UK, last minute continue. That was SonicCon, and it was in London. Was it last year or the year before? I think it was last year. Yeah, it was last year. It was really good convention. It's like the first convention I'd been to completely by myself, I think, and it was like kind of like scary for me, but it was like such a good vibe, and it was crazy how many fans were there and how many like stalls were there where they were like selling lots of merch, and it all looked like professional made and stuff. There's so many good artists there. There was lots of stuff on stage. There was so much good cosplay as well. Like, I remember back in the day at the original Sonic conventions, there'd be like a few cosplayers, but this place was like 60% cosplayers, I felt kind of out of place because I wasn't cosplaying. I got asked if I was cosplaying at one point, and I'm like, no, I'm just me. That happens at Sonic conventions with me for some reason. I remember at one of the I think it was like Brewers Lane or something conventions, Summer Sonic. I got asked if I was cosplaying Knuckles because I had red hair and I had yellow glasses on. Like, no, just a fangirl. Don't mind me. Hello to Feniku and hello to Aura, Luna Pixels, Luna Arcanos. I'll always call you Aura. I kind of wish that people could jump into streams here like they do on Twitch. I think that's something else that YouTube needs to incorporate if you can't do it already. I don't think you can. Yeah, I sometimes lurk in their streams as well, as I don't tell them, but see, I tend to only catch people's streams when they advertise them on Blue Sky or Twitter or whatever, like, because I'm really bad with following schedules, so unless I have something blinking at me telling me this person's online, go see them, I tend to miss people's stuff unless I actually see them. See you, Rob! Have a good day at your job tomorrow. Yeah, Rob's cool. He's like all 99% of my streams. It's like when no one else is there, Rob is there. He's managed to like accompany me through some hellishly boring comic pages, inking frames and stuff. So it's cool to always have someone there. Yeah, just to show my patron, if you're not one of my patrons already, I have a patron and I work on my comic Engelbaum, and I do extra art streams where I work on my comic. I don't work on like fan art and stuff, and it's like private art streams. So if you're interested in seeing more of my art streams, if you join my Patreon, the $5 plus tier, you get like 3 or 4 extra art streams a week. I do eventually want to do like more streaming in general. It's just the past month I've just been really super tired and a lot's been going on, but also PC technical problems. But when things level out, I want to do like lots of streaming as I get more like comfortable with it. I suppose I should promote my Patreon link there. Okay, I've got up until midnight left, so I'm gonna let this clock run and try and get more shading done. See you, Mixtro! Thank you! Have a good night too. I don't know why I'm being like super fussy with this shading, because I'm probably going to be blending it all anyway. Yeah, this part here will make more sense later on when it's like properly shiny shaded. Have I ever played any fan games before? I have, many years ago. When Sonic Stadium, I don't know if they still do it, would do the Sage Expo, where it was basically a collection of Sonic fan games that would come out every year, I think. But that was years ago. They done a Knights themed one a couple of years back, which was really cool. I've still not had a chance to play any of it though. I just, in general, I'm really bad with actually sitting down and playing games. Reading comics as well, I kind of like the things that I enjoy, I don't really do enough of. Yeah, actually, I noticed that there was a lot more non-Sonic Sage games, which is cool because it's like it shows off other stuff that the community is doing. I think it kind of sucks that like a lot of people poo-poo on fan games because it takes so much effort to make a game. Like obviously I've worked in the games industry, but at one point like I tried to just make my own little like RPG Maker XP or whatever it was called game years ago, and it's so difficult to do and it requires so many different moving parts, and people don't really respect the amount of work that goes into making something, especially by yourself. That's like so many tasks that you have to do, so I've got like so much respect for people who do fan games. Like fan stuff in general, because like been there, done that, you know. I think it's like all important. Ooh, hello Aura! Hello! Aura, Luna! Oh, that's why Feniku was in London. I was going to ask, but I didn't want to be nosy. Next time we have to meet up. Yeah, it's been way too long. Way too long. Maybe one day in the far-flung future, we could do an Engelbaum convention. Engelbaum. I just realized that it's actually gone past midnight. Oops. I should probably, like, stop there for now. Save my work. Well, I got the shoes kind of shaded. I'm much happier with, now that I changed the shading to the sort of red colour rather than the blue, because it was looking like super green. Not that super green, but it was looking super green before. Okay. This is about time for that. It's midnight. I'm still alive. I've not dehydrated yet. Okay, it's gone midnight now, so I just want to say thank you very much to everybody who's come along, to everybody who is still in the chat as well. Ooh, yep, I know, my work is over. I'm gonna be doing another stream next Sunday. Like I said before, I'm trying to keep my public streams to Sundays unless there's some kind of like event going on. But I just find it like really fun to do like non-comic related stuff on Sundays, because it gives me something else to upload rather than just comic pages, and it's always fun just drawing different things. Thank you so much for coming along, and you've all been fun to hang out with, and I'm gonna do that thing now where instead of going to bed I sit and rewatch the entire stream from start to finish just to check that I didn't say anything super awkward. Okay, thank you everyone, love you lots, bye bye, night night.